YouTube, what's going on? This your boy Chosen, baby. Hey, check this out. Hey, I know that in the summertime, especially when it's extremely hot like this, and right now we're around 91, 92 degrees, but I'm sure there's some states like Texas and Florida and Georgia that gets a lot hotter than we do right here in New Orleans and the likes. And so I've watched recently, and I noticed that a lot of us YouTubers, we have to find alternative ways of, because we're not going to stay out there in this heat. We love you guys, but we also have to be careful. So we're going to get out there in that heat some, but we're not going to spend days on end out there in that heat. And so I've been watching a lot of garage talk lately, and so because it's a lot easier to do garage talk in the air of a garage than it is to be out there in the middle of that heat. And so, but we appreciate it because it's giving us a lot of insight into some of these different content creators, giving us a lot of insight into a lot of things that they do and a lot of things that they do to the bikes. And I'm getting gleaning a lot of great information from some of these guys as they're doing their garage talk. And so I just want you fellas to know, thank you. We certainly appreciate you opening yourself up and availing yourselves to us because that's how we grow. And so today is hot. And so I'm not going to do garage talk, but I'm going to one of my favorite places. I'm going to run back over here at the gym. I know you don't want to see me work out, so even if I do something over there, I'll zip you through it real fast because I want you to stick around to the end of this video because I want to share a blessing with you that happened on yesterday, and I want you to hear about it from me because a lot of times I was informed when I first started doing YouTube, don't give people too much about your personal life, and I don't. Believe me, there's some things that are just sacred, some things that are secret, and so I don't. But there's certain things I have to share because it allows you to understand not who I am, but the world in which we live. And so I want to talk to you at the end of this video. So you got to stick around to it. Don't you fast forward. You stick around to the end of this video, and I'm going to share with you something that's very important to me, but it's a blessing, and you have to know it because the society has coined it and pictured it so much differently. And so I want you to know about it because I believe it'll bless your hearts. All right? It's a feel-good moment for the week. All right? And so what we're going to do, we're going to get on Jenny now. We're going to zip over here to Body Shaper. We're going to do a little bit of working out, trying to keep ourselves in shape, and then we're going to bless your hearts, bless you, and give you something to think about the rest of the week. Peace. That's it. We're ready to go in here and get a little bit of workout in. Stay tuned. I told you I got something at the end that's gonna, if you're a real humanitarian, if you really understand mistakes, recidivism, if you understand people being getting opportunities for a second chance, you'll enjoy what you'll appreciate the end of this video. All right, we get ready to hit it now. We're in Body Shaper in Whiteville. We're gonna get us a quick but effective workout in, discuss some more things with you, and then we're gonna get back on the road, make our way back toward some air conditioning. Now we're gonna make our way back towards some air conditioning, but right now we got to get it. We got to get in shape, and so because I can't go back to Goldwings and Glizzies next year. And since they walk around with cannons out and my BB gun showing, so I got to stay on top of it. I got to stay on top of it. And so we'll get with you in just a minute. We're gonna go ahead and get this workout in. Peace. Okay, YouTube, that's it for today. That's all we're gonna do. We got a good workout in, got a good pump. We're now gonna make our way back, try to find some air conditioning. So we can get our breath back. I go stand in front of the vent with my mouth open, see if I can't pump some oxygen back in. But yeah, as soon as we catch our breath, I promise you, we'll talk about something that'll encourage you at the end of this workout, and that's what we get ready to do. But let me catch my breath first. Peace. All right. Hey, I promised you guys that we would, if you stuck around to the end of the video, that you made it, that we'll discuss something that's of importance that may be a feel-good moment for you for the week. I want to talk about something that's important to me and share just a little. People have mixed emotions as to the profession of corrections, and they have it for different reasons. They have it because it have for so long been a hot topic because of inappropriate activity, negligence, and there are some folk who does not need to be put in charge of other people's lives. However, we do have a judicial system. Let this truck get by. But we do have a judicial system, and the end goal of that judicial system is to make sure that there's accountability throughout our society. And I just happen to be in a profession that puts us at the end of that in hopes of allowing us the possibility of enhancing lives and changing lives. And so corrections for some time has become a hot topic throughout the country, lobbyists and the likes, and so now we're making sure in this day that everybody has to have their rights, that we are as well watching and doing things to enhance the lives of those who are incarcerated. Because here's the reality: these same people who are incarcerated are coming back out here and staying beside us, staying beside our children, staying in the same apartment complex with our children, same apartment complex and down the street from our grandmothers and our mothers and our fathers. And so why not try to make sure that these folk have meaningful interactions within the system, preparing them for the day that they'll come back out. So I just wanted to share with you today that because I work in that environment for over 20 years now, and I've seen it at its worst, and I've seen it at its best, and I've seen it in between. And it depends on it's in the eye of the beholder at what level that is at any given time. And so what we're dealing with now is trying to enhance the lives of, and I deal with about 1,700 minimum, medium, and close custody young males. And so I just want to share this. We have a chaplain who has come to our facility, and he is an outstanding gentleman, so much so that we made him Employee of the Year last year. He was our Employee of the Year because he has been so beneficial in coming there and trying to change the lives of men. And so he started our first ever baptism for those new converts of those 1,700. The first time we did it, we had 55 young men come and be baptized in that setting where it's dog eat dog, only the strong survive at times. There's a pecking order that's associated. We had 55 young men to step out boldly and come down and be baptized. The next time we did it, we had about 44 young men that did that, and about 80 did communion. And on yesterday, and this is the feel-good moment, I went back out yesterday, and our chaplain had planned another baptism, and we went there yesterday. And when I got there, they looked at me and they said, "Well, look like the chairs are filling up." I said, "Well, if need be, add more chairs." It's that simple. If the chairs that we put out are filling up, initially they put out 40 chairs because we had 44 last. They had a small overflow, but those 40 chairs filled up before we could finish calling the rest of the population. And so I told them to go get more chairs, so they lined another layer of chairs, which would have been 50 chairs. Then they had to add another layer of chairs, which was 60 chairs, and I said, go ahead and put another 10. And they put another 10 chairs, and 3 others come. So we baptized yesterday 63 young men in an adult correctional facility, medium and close custody offenders, stepped out boldly, did what we call an outward expression of your inward belief, and buried their old man in baptism. And so it was a unique experience. I was glad to see it happen, because our mantra is this: we would love to be able to supervise a population of young men who do things because they want to, as opposed to a population of young men who do things only because you make them. And so this is our moment. This is our moment because we have seen so much negative publicity coming from the media, especially in our local area and beyond, about correctional settings, because you only hear of the things that's negative, and you don't hear all the good things. You don't hear that we, on last year, our staff raised and donated over $70,000 in charitable contributions. You don't hear about these 63 young men giving their lives to Christ. You don't hear how when one of our staff members have a fatality in their family, or someone passes, or they themselves are sick, that we do raffles, and the staff sometimes end up giving them donations, and the highest donation has been about $12,000 to one person. You don't hear how we do a reverse raffle every year, and we donate probably about $7,000 to Shriners every year, and we put about $7,000 in our employee appreciation, and we end up giving that back by doing dinners for our staff. So you don't hear all of these things that's going on, but just the fact that we can have 63 young men come and give their life to Christ, first of all, but step out boldly and go through that added portion of baptism. And I told them this because one common convening thread throughout the correctional facility, when an offender is upset, he'll tell staff, "You better check my record." And so I told him on yesterday, I should never hear another one of you say, "Check my record." Because if a man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things are passed away, and behold, all things are become new. So if I check your record, I shouldn't be able to find it. Because when you give your life to Christ, Christ takes your transgressions, places them as far as the east is from the west. That's what the Word of God says. And so I was elated yesterday to be a part of that. And so I wanted you to come along with me. I wanted you to know that. And so all these negative connotations you're getting about corrections, if you really want the truth about corrections, holler at your boy. I've been there long enough, and I've been to almost every facility, a large part of the facilities in the state of North Carolina in emergency response. And so I can tell you, we're not what the media has ascribed us to be. We actually have some really good folk who are really out here looking out for your sons and your daughters and making sure that when they come back. Now, there's some you just got to meet where they are, but for the most part, it's doable. And so we want to send them back home to you, better men and better women. And so that's our word for the day, or maybe even our feel-good moment for the week, that 63 young men have given their lives to Christ and come through and showed the world of their inward faith by the practice of the covenant of baptism. All right, so that's my Jonathan for today. I'm getting ready to get back on this road. I'm going back over to the house now and get out this heat because it's way too hot for Goldwing Shenanigans at the moment. It is now 2:06 in the afternoon, and it is 94 degrees. Lord have mercy, with a heat advisory. And so I'm going back, put Jenny in the cool air, and I'm going to get in the cool air myself. We'll see you out there on that grind. This has been your boy, Chosen for Tools. If you like the video, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get the next few. I'm your boy, Chosen.